Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back again, of course, with another Paladins video, and we're playing some Kinessa today. She got some pretty big buffs and changes in this update. A few things moved to her kit, other just general, improvements. I'll go through all of it, we'll jump into some matches, the usual stuff. I'll play one game sort of normally with her and another one focused on the buffed carbine. It deals the same sort of damage like the assault rifle style, it's just more accurate. They reduced the bloom and also made it faster to go, I think, back to like center, and a bunch of changes to the rest of her kit, specifically with the scope speed. It used to be, this one, Eagle Eye, and now it just increases the reveal, which is a part of your base kit, and they put this card, what it used to be at level 3, into her base, so 60% regardless of how you play her. Although technically if you ran this card as it used to be level 4 or 5, it's a little bit slower than you might be used to, but this is a really welcome change because this card was just kind of a thing that everybody ran, and now it's reveal, which she has tacked onto her kit 1 second by default, and that card buffs it. They also slightly buffed Generator, although the patch notes have it wrong. They say 1.2% to 1.25%. It's actually seconds, as you can see, and it's gone up to 1.3, so technically 0.5 seconds extra off if you run it max level, and that I think kind of makes up for the fact that the mine setup was nerfed and moved around a bit, so it actually kind of has 3 viable playstyles at the moment. The builds haven't really changed very much. We've got reset on the F, speed, a heal, which I stopped running when they nerfed it, but now that you don't need to run the extra speed and the reveal isn't really that useful because I'm pretty sure it's just a reveal to you, I've put it back in there level 4. I don't think this will be final. I'll leave it up to those of you guys that play a ton of Kinessa. I'm not particularly good with it. I'd say I'm rather average, although I don't do terribly. I definitely have a lot of room for improvement. She's one of the most awkward characters for me. And then the mine setup, which is roughly the same. Alright, so for game 1 on Sort of Foreman's Rise, we've got Sati, Maeve, Grover, and Makoa up against another Grover, then a BK, Khan, Drogos, and Eevee. This might be rough, we'll see. I'm very tempted to go for the mine setup and just the carbine for this, and then play like the new Siege Remixed and go full normal Kinessa for the next one, Kronos, because obviously if we're going for the mine thing, I can still use a normal scope. I guess I should do it at least a little bit. There's a hit over there. We'll throw some mines at the back, but I'm going to try and show off the new carbine, even though you can't really see the spread with the thing I'm using, because it is quite a bit better. Really, I'm just getting free damage with those mines. We're going to blink up here. Do like the effects on this skin. I don't know if I ever actually made a proper video on it. For some reason I thought that was their Eevee. That's their Khan. Dead there to the Eevee. Sometimes the teleporter feels a little bit slow, even though we're not buffing it in the setup, and we could. I don't really feel like the extra speed on it makes that feel that much faster. We'll throw some more mines over there, just tap him a little bit. Shot there for the Khan, throw the mines out. I don't know if I want to really play that much in the freaking sniper mode, because I am going to try and use the mines and use the carbine stuff, but I guess the sniper changes are a little bit more noticeable than the carbine ones, just especially with the extra scope speed. So I'm not going to go full like hipfire Kinessa. We're going to do a bit of each. Double tap there on the Eevee. BK doing summon with the ult. Okay, we've got some taps there. We do have pretty much opponent reveal with those mines. I don't really need it in the kit because of how much we're just marking people. Tap there over him, missed that second one. Go over with the ult, there's another tap, he's out, nice. This is a bit of a jank first game with Kinessa. I feel like we're going to have solid damage at least. Blink over here, just spam hipfire on the Eevee, little tap, oh my god, exactly 420 and she's actually still up on like nothing. For the ult, just get taps on it here. I could probably go for the sniper shots, but I'm just trying to hipfire. That was really jank. We'll grab more Kronos. The mines don't feel that annoying until you have it full, even with the, buffed friggin' cooldown reduction on it, because it really is just tick damage. There's more hipfire shots on him. When it starts to spread, you can really tell it's hard to land your hits, but there's a first couple, like 5 to 10, that are like really accurate now, and noticeably better than I think it was before. Just waiting for someone there. BK ult rip Sati, just gonna hit fire through him. Nice, we're having a hard time getting on the point. I feel like I'm actually not doing too bad on Kinessa here, but the damage on that freaking hip fire, unless you're hitting into a flanker, feels really low against like a Grover or a Khan. It's really just to get a flanker or a damage off of you. Dead there to the Eevee. Feel like this is going to be a hypercut of me just dying 2 damages and flankers so far. I'm really trying to show off the normal Kinessa carbine thing that was the focus of this first match, but I think it's really worked, even though we are more accurate. Just doesn't really make up for the fact that if you're in the sniper mode, you get so much more damage. Even with the mines here, we're really just sort of tickling the tank. Pop the ult, shred through the Drogos. Nice, we have unlimited ammo, which is kind of nice, but even with the crit and stuff on that hipfire, it doesn't hit that hard. Hello BK, taps on him here. Those first couple shots really are accurate, even at like a medium range. It's just when the spread goes kind of crazy, feels like you're not landing most of the damage on it. Shot there on the Drogos, one more. There we go, one last one. Nice, headshot as well. Shot there on the Grover for 1700. I think I'm dead. We're going to run and teleport down here because I feel like I'm going to get chased up top. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Makoa just shredding, shot there on the Khan. Another one to just try and break through the shield. That is a Grover ult. We're just going to scope in, get some shots as we slowly jump away. I don't think it's going to make a difference though, and there we go. There is the defeat. Got kind of shredded in that one. It was an okay showcase for mine and hipfire Kinessa. I'll play normally, of course, in the second one. We'll also do Siege Remixed. Like I said there, damage wise, we actually did fine. It just didn't really feel like important damage like it does normally with Kinessa, because it was sort of just tickling people, but yeah, we had pretty much the same as the BK, even though we had a worse stat. There, Grover did a great job, so did Albon. Maeve struggled a bit. Sati Makobo did pretty normal. BK star of the show for sure. Evie actually didn't do as much as I thought she did there. Jurgos did pretty average, and so did Khan. We'll requeue, although I don't want to do an Onslaught or a Siege. We'll just do Remixed, because it's a bigger map, better spot for Kinessa, kinda. Alright, so for game 2, we've got a Siege Enchanted Forest. First time having the new sort of return of this back on the channel. We've got a Grover, Fernando, Lian, and a Koga up against Ruckus, Ying, Fury, Makoa, and Sati. Really good scenario, I think, here for Kinessa. I think as long as I position myself well in this one, we should be fine, but that's usually where I have trouble with Kinessa. Do I go for steady aim or reposition? Probably steady aim because I have the double tank, and then of course the normal build. I completely forgot that all the cards are like level 7. I don't know why I thought they were just normal builds, but I probably should have made something around this. I genuinely didn't even know until right like this second. We've got Scorch, Blood Reaper, Eminence, Rampant Blooming. We're just going to run down the bottom. We're up against Cherish, Pluck, Aerial Assault, Improvised, and Focusing Lens. But yeah, for whatever reason, even though I played 2 games of this off camera, I completely forgot that the cards are level 7. Just gonna hit fire here at the Makoa, see if we can actually shred through him. He's on nothing. Grover with the ultimate. I could have saved myself. I'm actually just playing terribly right now, like so goddamn bad. Don't know where they're actually grouping. It seems like they're kind of just doing their own thing and having a hard time breaking through, but I feel really just too quick scoped in with Kinessa. I'm completely not used to it because the cards are level 7. It's actually throwing me off. Do I pop the ult? I don't know. There's a tap. Didn't really mean to kill her, but that works. There's a double. Pops the ult, insta-died, trying to hip fire. Absolute Kinessa. Classic. This video is genuinely going to be a compilation of me just getting cleared. What do I go for, though? Chronos? I genuinely don't know. I guess double life rip. I feel like that's going to be kind of helpful. I can kind of sit back. It's kind of a hard point to do that on. The other two are a little bit better, but I guess I can do it from back here. That just feels like mean. Of course, we can also remount, which is a little bit broken, and I think a little bit too strong. I think I do need to change it at least a little bit to make it work a little bit differently. I think the ammo on Kinessa might also be bugged, because I noticed this in a different game that I played earlier. Sometimes it doesn't give me the ammo, even though it should. And I don't remember that being kind of weird before, but maybe I'm just firing a little bit too early. I don't know. Makoa going behind. I went and teleported into the middle. That was a pretty bad play, but actually got me out. What I was trying to say, though, is that, yeah, maybe you'd want to run a different setup, and I think I'm also just playing worse because I'm not used to the map. I'm really happy that we have this back, but it's going to take me a little minute to get used to it. And I've only played a handful of games, I think, so far. Hello, Makoa. Is he going to go for the ult? I don't know, really. I'm just going to try and get Makoa with me or Koga with me. I think we can get him right. But also, what I was trying to say is that it's very nice and sort of nostalgic to have this back. I'm enjoying my time with it. Maybe I'll get bored of it faster than I expect, but yeah, I'm really happy to have this sort of thing back. Get rid of the Furia. There we go. I'm just super worried about being flanked, but I'm not really having that happen. Most of the time, I'm kind of free here. That's a decoy hit. There's one on her. There's another one. She's nearly out. Like I said, don't know if they broke it or if it's the cards, but something is definitely wrong with Kinessa at the moment. There's a hit on the Ying. See if we can finish her off in the slow-mo. So cheesy. Feel mean doing that, but there we go. 1-1 feels actually fine to play Kinessa at the moment. I'm just really not used to it. Playing on the map, plus the level 7 cards, mainly the speed, I think, is just really throwing me off. I guess I didn't need life rip because we've got True Grit level 7. Shoutouts to our Fernando also, by the way. I forgot to say that, but I don't know if it's always going to be like this with level 7 cards, if that's just a limited thing. I don't know. Dismount there. Not that the dismount's really that strong, it's just the damage, because you can just remount up. Don't know really where to place myself, but there's a little flank kill on the Ying. I guess this kind of works, being behind on Kinessa when you're like really far away because of how big the map is. I have a lot of freedom to just play cheesy. I don't know. The reveal's kind of nice. I'm going to blink over this way and then mount up. That is a really, really stupid retreat tactic for Kinessa, but it kind of worked. I got dismounted there again. Just spamming remount. I'm dead. I mean, we did pull them really far away from the point, so I feel like that was kind of a successful, you know, I guess side tactic. I don't even know what to call it, but there we go. Did see Sati. I don't know if I want to push in. I guess we can go around the side, maybe get some damage on the Furia. There's a tap on her, shot on him. There's another one. Oh, I'm just totally dead. Unless we can get the blink off, which didn't work. I got stunned out of it. The teleporter feels pretty slow if you're not going full attack. Like I said, even if you buff it, it's still pretty slow, which is, you know, a good thing. Gives you a reason to actually want to grab the thing that isn't just free damage, and maybe you want to buff out your escape. Shot there on the Ruckus. Sure, they're going to push around the side. Hello, Makoa. Gonna mount up. Does that teleporter work? I feel like that's actually kind of crazy bait that you can do that. I might be dead. We're just gonna wiggle over this way and juke the Ruckus. Again, just kind of buying time and distracting. Gonna ult right after we ran out of the ammo. Really stupid way to do it. Teleport behind. Still dead to the Ying decoy. Yeah, okay. We pulled the Ruckus off. Got a kill or two. Team worked it out. There we go, though. Push failed. I guess one of my points in this video is that Paladins is going to be jank. Yeah, I think it just always will be. But some of the jank sometimes is fun, and it doesn't often detract that much from what you're trying to get at. And this map is just, you know, fun to have back. It's very nostalgic for me. Playing Kinessa right now isn't going that well, but it doesn't really matter because it's enjoyable. Definitely feel like a lot of the jank is coming from these things being level 7. This doesn't even really need to be here. Like I think I've said already, that could easily be like a limited time thing. It might not be how this mode will permanently be, but that dismount area is kind of crazy that we can do that on Kinessa. I don't know anybody else who can get that sort of range. Was tempted to play around the side, but I think I'm better off actually just trying to play sort of normal. Sati's back there still. There's a little tap on her. Shot there on the ruckus. Sure, I'm just trying to actually move without getting weird collision on stuff. Am I dead? That's a Makoa there. Getting heals from the Grover. I'm pretty sure this is a lost team fight though. Let's get a headshot there on the decoy. Yep, I'm the only one left. We can get away though, right? We can get up here. Yeah, we're fine. Can see a cheeky little Makoa waiting there. We'll throw the mine on the wall for him. That's a lot of damage. I'm tanking. That is the objective lost. That's a Koga ult. Nice. Got rid of the Ying. Definitely having a hard time here playing Kinessa just because the scope feels a lot more zoomed than I would like it sometimes on this map, and getting the angles is kind of awkward and I'm not really used to it. There's a shot on the Sati. There's another one. We're going to blink over here. It's just another team wipe, right? There's a 350 trigger. There's a headshot and she is not out because I hit a tree. Classic. Don't know how I got teleported down here. Some weird jank there with Kinessa's stuff. We're going to go for the ult, I think. Do I pop it? Yeah, sure, there's a shot. Just get some hits on him here. Bit of a weird position, just doing some jumps and stuff. I don't know where anybody else is. I think we kind of had it. Kind of alright. I'm going to just blink there. This is our spawn, right? That is a really weird area that I completely forgot about on this map. That's kind of like a spawn. You can actually like heal in there and stuff. Makes it kind of easier to defend. Although if I don't jump on there, we're going to lose it. So I'm going to just touch. Fernando's out. It's going to sit in the corner here. Rip Makoa. I think I'm just gone. Yeah, we're freaking rubber banding there. It's going to be a 2-4. I think Fernando is back. He's got the ult. So does Yang, kind of. There we go. There's a defeat. Well deserved win for them, but not a terrible showcase there for Kinessa. Way better than the first one. Weird bug there on the end. It's going to be jank. That's to be expected, especially because it isn't like one of the 3 normal modes. It is, you know, there's the 4th one. It's not automatically queuing you into it. You kind of have to select it, but I did fine there. I could have done better. Highest damage though, even though they had 2 tanks, I could have done, yeah, much more than that. I'll take it. Also, shouts to a bunch of people in that one. They're Makoa, they're Furia, and I think a few people on our side. It's kind of hard to read through it, but yeah, a pretty good game. I did warn you at the start that I'm awkward on Kinessa. Even if I play quite a bit, I never really properly mesh with her kit. It just doesn't really work for me. And there, with the 7 level cards, was messing me up so much more than I thought it would. Not really much for me to go over on the stats. Grover did solid. Nando actually did really well there. Koga did okay, could have done better. Diane definitely the weak link. I think for some reason I had a lot of just one person on my teams lately in videos doing quite a bit worse than the rest. And on their side, yeah, pretty standard. But I guess I need to go make builds on all the characters for Siege Remixed because it is just, you know, taking you all that, putting it all level 7, which sometimes can mess stuff up like with Kinessa, but also this will work. All your normal builds will work. They'll just be slightly less optimized, you know, knowing that you're always going to have level 7 everything. Let me know your thoughts on Siege Remixed, specifically also the Kinessa changes. If you want to see me do maybe a video going over a bunch of builds for Siege Remixed, I might do that, but also I might just include it when I'm making videos on characters. I suppose it will depend on how popular Remixed ends up being and if it ends up being like a, you know, mainstay for the queue here, because if it's like a temporary mode like some of the other ones, it wouldn't really be worth, you know, tweaking, doing builds for every character for, unless you're really into Paladins, and at that point you probably don't need my advice. Quite a lot of talking in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts on everything I've yapped about in this one down in the comments, like I said already. I will, yeah, see you all really soon. I appreciate you staying all the way till the end, and as always, stay frosty.